To the showdown. I have your favorite guest here, FxBigDog, where we're gonna do some live trading today. We got 5 pairs open today, and we're gonna do some live trading. So we're gonna start right after this. All right. Good morning, FxBigDog.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Did you notice we didn't have the countdown?
Yes, someone forgot to put the countdown there for me.
Damn! What's up on Friday? What's up, traders? What's up? It's Friday. All right, so we got a lot of things going on this morning. We're going to go ahead and talk about it. And I know a lot of people talking about gold. A lot of people talking about the dollar. Where's the dollar going? Of course, the war's still going on. Just a lot of stuff going on right now. And so the question here is, where is the market going? Where's the money going? So we're going to go ahead and have that conversation. But also, we're going to go ahead and talk about some trade opportunities this morning. Also want to go ahead and share with everyone what's going on with a new product that is going to be mind-blowing. All right, we'll talk about that a little bit later as well. So let's go ahead and dive into it, Cameron. So what's going on in the markets this week? Well, let's go take a look and see in the news. We did have some data out this week. We had the cash rate. The cash rate, of course, for the Aussies, and they decided to raise the rates 25 basis point. The market had an initial drop and then a rally and then a drop again. And I think it all came off some news out yesterday. We had the Treasury report that was posted as well yesterday. And we actually take a look at the data. It wasn't a Treasury report, it was a Treasury auction that posted yesterday, and certainly showed some sort of market reaction. But also the Feds came out yesterday, and there's that headline saying that the Fed say that they might raise rates again. Now, you know what it is? It is always this, maybe we'll raise the rates. And I think it's going to come back down to looking at the actual CPI numbers that's coming out next week, Tuesday. So if you look at we don't have a projection for CPI numbers out next week. In fact, it's going to be out in the morning at 8:30 on Tuesday. And hang on, wait a minute. No, they did. They actually did go ahead and show us. They said that CPI should be dropping down to 3.3%. Now, listen here. If we get CPI dropping down to 3.3%, or maybe even lower than that, then there's no ways that the Feds that come together on the 13th of December are going to raise rates. Why would they raise rates if inflation's starting to drop? All right, they're starting to see a decline in inflation. There's no ways they're going to raise rates. So the market moved yesterday. We went bullish between yesterday and this morning. We've been bullish on the dollar. But I think that is just a false rally. I don't think it's going to sustain itself because inflation numbers are showing lower. I think the market's going to sort of like come together and go, oh, we reacted on something that really is not going to happen. So I think that what's going to happen is, now that they look at the inflation numbers, now the expectation is showing that it's 3.3% and not the 3.7% in inflation. I think the market's going to react a little bit differently heading into the week, next week. So we could even start seeing a turnaround this morning as we heading into the close of today. We'll have to take a look and see how that all plays out. But that's pretty much how I see it. And we'll look at pairs like the US dollar CAD and see if we can find any turnaround on that. Clearly, there's no turnaround so far. It's been really strong bullish on the US dollar CAD. And we'll look at the dollar index as well and take a look at that. So let's dive into the charts and let's go ahead and take a look at the technicals, Cameron, and see what the technicals are showing us here on this day. So let me go ahead and share my screen. And let's pop this open right here. All right. Okay, so there we go. All right, so this is where we're at with regards to the US dollar CAD. We can see that the US dollar CAD had this big rising wedge. Not only that, we can also see that there was strong resistance here at the top. And so there is obviously this expectation that price is going to come back to retest the backside of this trend line and then head back down south. We're seeing that the oscillator is moving back into the overbought condition, which doesn't really indicate anything much then other than this resistance may possibly hold, and that's what the expectation is over here. Now, if we move down to the dollar index and we take a look at the dollar index is not doing much at this resistance. In fact, it's showing a little bit of indecision right here at this resistance. And therefore, we are expecting that the next move for the dollar is going to be to the downside. All right. So that's something that we're going to be looking out for. Now, the question here is the Canadian dollar showing some weakness, and that's why the US dollar CAD is actually rallying? Well, we have to go to US oil and take a look at US oil and see how US oil is featuring out today. And actually, in fact, if we look over here, we did bounce back down south again, and we're starting to move into also a falling wedge on US oil, which means that we could see the market rallying back up to around about $82 a barrel. And then off $82 a barrel, we're expecting maybe it pushes to 83, 84. But then at that point, we're going to see US oil start dropping back down for a next downside move, possibly to where we anticipated oil to go to, and that is between $73 a barrel to $71 a barrel. So that is pretty much where we're looking at our buy area to be at. And that, of course, will play around with the movement of the Canadian dollar as well. Now, if we take a look at US dollar CAD, we can see that that the US dollar CAD's pushing north. So the question here is, let's go to CAD Swiss. Do we see a rally in CAD Swiss? Well, not really. We've actually seen a dip here. So which means that the Swiss is either strengthening and the Canadian is weakening, or we are simply just seeing the market do something really weird this morning and we're not getting proper sort of setups. If I go to my dashboard for the morning, a dashboard here, okay, we can definitely see that we've got a very strong dollar, very strong euro and a strong dollar. So strong euro, strong dollar, strong Swiss. Now, this could also mean that we're starting to see a little bit of a risk on, risk off trading environment. And so if that's going to be the case, then what we've got to do here is we've got to take a look and see if it's a risk on, risk off trading environment, then what pairs are moving this morning? Well, I'm going to go ahead and take a look over here, and I'm going to pop this open right here. Hold on, this is not the one. Nope, not this one. Let's go ahead and pull. There we go. I'm going to pull this one up here. All right, here we go. So here's a risk on, risk off. So currently right now, the Dow looks like we had a bullish Dow this morning. All right, let's go take a look at the actual data here. Let me pull this up, and let's take a look at Dow. So this is the Dow. So we did have a bullish open on the Dow, but it's moved bearish since the open. So although we had a bullish open above the previous open, it's moved slightly bearish. So we do have a bullish Dow. Now, if we have a bullish Dow, this is what you got to look at. How are the currencies going to move based on, risk off? Well, according to this, we should see the Dow continuing its rally. We're looking at what we call the fade the gap move, which means that the Dow's going to move in the same direction as where it opened up. Even though there might be a little dip, we are expecting that the Dow by the end of the day should be a positive Dow, and therefore we're looking at selling US dollar CAD. So we're looking at selling US dollar CAD, and of course a few other currency pairs. We're also going to be doing some certain trading based on the Dow movement. And so coming back to where we are today with the US dollar CAD right here, I'm still looking at this and going, there's got to be some fake breakout right here. Maybe the market's looking for a little bit of resistance coming off this area right about here. And then at that point, we should see the market closing back down. So it's going to be important to see how the daily candle closed out today. That should set the trend for us next week as we're heading into Sunday's open. So again, not going to react too much on what we're seeing right now on the daily, but we're really going to pay attention to what happens on the lower, on the closing candle at 5 p.m. or for 4 p.m. 5 p.m. this afternoon. So we definitely want to take a look and see how the daily candle closes out. So that pretty much gives you sort of like a foundation to start off with, as Cameron and I start breaking down the currency pairs and looking for trading opportunities. So the Cameron, that really puts things out there. So what I'm going to do here is let's go ahead. I'll kick off the session today, Cam, with the US dollar CAD. And let me go ahead and address this setup right here because I like the way it's set up right now. We're at resistance. Daily candle has not confirmed yet. Let's go down to the lower time frame. I'm going to do that right here. Pop down the lower time frame right here. This is the lower time frame. And what I'm going to do here on the lower time frame here is I'm going to, well, take a look here. We've actually got a nice little wedge appearing right here. And we're looking for price to drop all the way down to 34.06. So we are looking for price to move down. Now, the question here is on the 1 hour is this a false breakout? And are we going to see this just as a maybe a retracement level towards this area of support right here? And I'm going to throw this out and say, yes, we are. So, Cameron, this is my deal. I want to go ahead and sell. In fact, if I look at this right here, sometimes you would want to wait a little bit longer. Hold on, let me do this. Sometimes you want to wait a little longer for price to go below there. All right, by the way, we just had some data coming out. Data that's coming out right here is the consumer sentiment right here. There it is. It's painting out. The data is painting right here. So, Cameron, I'm going to do this before the news before we actually see the number. I'm going to go ahead and want to sell US dollar CAD. So go ahead and jump in right now with a sell on US dollar CAD. And I'm looking just at the technicals right now. I don't care about what the news is telling me now. We'll look and see what the news reports, what the consumer number reports, and how the market gets affected by that. But I'm going to get in on a sell on US dollar CAD right now because I'm expecting US dollar CAD to continue to work its way back down for the day. So this is just a short-term rally, and I'm going to expect price to move down. Now, granted, if price goes up higher and takes out 85.50 right here, then, things are changing. And then I have to go ahead and look and see what I missed out on, all right? And so currently right now, I'm still going to hold on a bearish move on US dollar CAD. We're in an overbought condition. I'm pretty comfortable with that. All right. So Cameron has, and by the way, traders, if you haven't already, check out the Telegram channel inside the description in this YouTube video, and you'll see the Telegram channel that we are posting all our trades that we are doing. So we're making everything transparent so that you can see exactly how we enter, where we get out, and so that everything we're doing is on a live trading account as well. This is not a demo account. We're placing trades on a live trading account, and we're doing it and sharing this information. So we're completely transparent about how we're performing in these trades. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to pass on to Cameron. Cameron, what are you going to look at?
I could go ahead and jump in the Euro US dollar,
Okay.
and but I'm gonna actually look at the Aussie CAD here. Let's go
Okay.
ahead and
Let's
jump
share
in.
your screen.
Yes, that's a good idea.
It is. All right. Perfect.
Yeah, so you're on the Aussie CAD. We're looking at the 4 hour right now, and you can see price went ahead and broke the previous low. So we had a nice correction here. So I'm gonna go to the 1 hour, and we've been taking some sells on the Aussie CAD, in the VIP, and because we've seen that reversal, we got the double top, right? Oops.
Yeah.
Got the double top here, showed some nice resistance. Price taking out these lows, creating lower lows. So we started taking some sells, and we did get some nice retracement and looking for this nice impulsive move to the downside here. And what we got now on this next swing is price is coming back to retest this area of support of the trend line, right? So we got price at this area of support. We can anticipate now that price wants to go ahead and retrace. But there's just a key level that I would like to see price break below that support because we do have some key resistance here. I'd like to see price go ahead and reject off. So we got some movement to the downside here if you want to continue with the sell. So looking at the 1 hour, and we can see that price is already starting to validate a new high. So I'm gonna go to a lower time frame on the 50-minute time frame, and here we can see a little bit of consolidation. It's very choppy on my oscillator, and we have some room to the downside here, all the way to this area of support of this trend line. We have about close to a range of 15 to 20 pips, but to this area of resistance, which I'd like to see price come back to retest, create new support, we have about 40-ish pips. Okay. So I think what we're going to see is price is going to take out this consolidation area, and we're going to see price continue to test these areas of these highs and lows. So I think I'm going to go ahead and stick with the cellular CAD. We're moving bearish. The long-term year is the bearish trend year. So I think we're going to stay with the trend, with the direction that price is moving. And I'm going to anticipate that price is going to come back here to take out these the low of this consolidation year, break out below here, and continue to move south. So I'm going to go with the sell.
Okay. All right, fair enough. And so I'm going to double down on you and look at the, I'm going to go to the US dollar, New Zealand CAD right here. So let me pop open my chart here and take a look at the New Zealand CAD. And let's see here if I'm going to double down on you. Let me see here. Let's see here. I'm going to just double check on my resistance here. So the New Zealand CAD is inside this bearish channel at the moment right now. And we're not at overbought oversold condition, but we certainly hit that resistance at that point right there. Now we do want to see price moving up towards in the long term towards 0.8384, but this resistance is certainly holding. And more importantly, we had this big rally right here, and price is trying to work his way back down on a corrective move towards the next level of support before the possible upside rally. Now I'm going to go down to the lower time frame. Let's take a look at the lower time frame. Lower time frame is pretty choppy at this point in time. If you look over here, we have price moving back and forth between support and resistance right here. There's resistance, here's support right here. And so being at the 200, looking at the overbought condition right here, I'm going to say that, Cameron, I'm going to double up on, I'm going to not double down on you, but I'm going to hedge on you, and I'm going to go with a buy on New Zealand CAD, so that if the market does go back up to the top of the range right here, we'll make some profit. If it breaks down south, I think we're going to get a little bit of a fake breakout, and then it's going to turn around and go back up, similar to what you're looking at on the Aussie CAD, just a little dip before the next rally. So I'm going to say that we're going to see a little dip possibly, but I don't mind picking it up, but I'm going to continue to buy on this pair. So let's go with a buy on the New Zealand CAD.
All right. There's a buy.
Wow, that was quick.
CAD.
Wow, you didn't even wait. You just pulled the trigger on that one.
Oh, yeah.
Now I'm thinking I want to change my mind. Are you kidding me? Oh, okay. All right. Good job, buddy.
Yeah, you got in at 81.42. And then we got the Euro US dollar and the CAD swisher. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a look at the Euro US dollar.
Okay.
So first thing we're seeing here is that we had this nice bullish swing to the upside here. So we can see here on the higher time frame, look at the 4 hour, price broke out of this resistance, okay, create a new high. So we're showing now that momentum's pretty strong, bullish. And we got a nice retracement, and look at this. We got a nice support here, okay? You can see these lows create some support at this area of resistance. So we have a new area of support. So we can anticipate that price is creating support at that previous resistance. So we should see price reject off this area and continue to create higher highs. So let's go to 1 hour. So we can see your price is at that area of support. This is where price is at right now. We're at this area of support, and we can anticipate that price wants to continue to take out this high and move to the upside. So we expect the US dollar to move bearish. So we can see the Euro US dollar moving up. So we're going to go here with the buy on the Euro US dollar.
All right, perfect. Buy on Euro US dollar. All right, perfect. I like that buy because it just it sinks in with what we talking about on the US dollar CAD too. So perfect. All right, let's take a look and see what do we have left, Cameron.
We got the CAD Swiss.
Oh, snap! The currency from hell.
All right. Jump in the Aussie, New Zealand as well as a bonus.
We got Aussie New Zealand dollar. All right, and we got the CAD Swiss. So currency from hell. Let's talk about this one right here. All right, traders. Well, the good thing about the CAD Swiss right here is at a level of support that you can only think of one thing and one thing only, and that is, before I even look at the chart, it's a buy, simply a buy, traders. I will not be selling the the CAD Swiss. I would be looking to buy CAD Swiss. So despite the fact that we're trading below the 200, despite the fact that it's gone in a down bearish move right here, I'm gonna throw it in there, Cameron. Buy US dollar, CAD Swiss. Buy CAD Swiss. I'm not even gonna analyze it, because we've looked at this pair so many times. We've actually broken this down into segments, and these segments are milestones that we're anticipating price to move to, and we're testing a level inside milestone 1 right here at 65.20. It's a solid support level. We had a nice bullish candle yesterday, so this is just a retest of that. We should see this continue to move bullish over the course of the next week. So without even breaking it down into detail down on the lower time frame, I'm a buyer on on CAD Swiss. Just like we and maybe this is a same sort of approach than what's it, Giles? Was his name Giles? That was the person that got into GameStop and just absolutely made a killing, 34 million from $53,000 that he invested in GameStop. Well, maybe that could be the case. This could be one of those scenarios, expecting something big to happen from something that people think it's not going to work. So here we go, buying on the CAD Swiss right here. All right. Next one is,
and then I can go ahead and do the bonus pair here, the Aussie New Zealand.
Aussie New Zealand. Yeah, do that.
Yep. So here we got the Aussie New Zealand. Looking at the 4 hour, and first thing I noticed is that price rejected off an area of resistance. So we got a nice area of resistance, and we do have support right here. So we could look for price to come back to reject off support here. First thing I also did is I looked at this nice swing that we had. Look at this nice bullish swing that we had from this low to this high. I went ahead to place my fibs to see my retracement here, and my 618 retracement is at the level of support. So we can anticipate that price is going to retrace, hit out 618, which is an area of support, and reject off that and continue to maybe move to the upside or continue to stay in range bound. We'll see what price does. Maybe it just rejects off and then it continues to break below that. But either way, we should see a rejection off that area. So how much room do we got to the downside to go ahead and trade price to that area of support? Well, we do have about 35 to 40 pips for price to come back to retest this area of demand, which is our area of support. So we can go ahead and maybe sell this. I'm thinking about maybe selling this, continue this trend to our area where we expect price to reject off. Now, we do see that price is very oversold here on the 4 hour. If we take a look at the 1 hour as well, we can see also very choppy, very oversold. So, I think the safer idea would be just to wait for price to continue to fall into this area of support, and then look for that rejection and buy. But I think we can get a little aggressive here and anticipate price to continue to fall to this area and just play that aggressive approach with the direction here.
Pretty solid, dude. Pretty solid.
So I'm going to go with a sell.
Pretty solid. All right, cool. All right, guys, what I want to like to go ahead and share with you, I want to share with you a very, very cool strategy that has been making a huge amount of profit month to month and consistent profit month to month. But before we go ahead and do that, I want to go ahead and share with you our sponsor for this video, ACAP. Let's go ahead and check this out, Cam. All right, yeah, fantastic. Well, that's ACAP. If you don't have a broker, make sure you check out ACAP, the excellent broker out in Australia. They are great people to work with, great company, and their spreads are low. There are very quick executions in trades as well. We've had absolutely zero issues working with ACAP. And so we want to make sure that, hey, if you want to look for a broker, check out ACAP. The description down below, there's a link there in the description. Check it out, click on it, sign up through our broker link, and let us know that you've done that, because we want to go ahead and give you some services that might help you to be able to get kickstarted in your trading career. So go ahead and do that. Now, one thing that we have found out that over the months and years that we've been trading, we're trading different types of strategies, and we're using. Sometimes we take a strategy and we dissect it a little bit, and we do different things with different currency pairs. What's really working really well right now, and I want to go ahead and share with you some of the results, is our hedge strategy. It's called the Pip Hunter hedge right here, and we have, of course, the bullish and the bearish hedge right here. And this is what it's doing. Basically, it's performing at extremely powerful rates. And not just that, we're also noticing that what it's doing as well is allowing traders to be holding one position or one side of the position, and then also allowing us to trade on the other side of that position, which means if you're holding on to a buy on the CAD Swiss, if there is any sell opportunities, we're able to sell that particular pair as well, make profit, even though you're holding onto a buy on the other side of the table. So very, very cool. And it's really very, I mean, if I look over here at the results, let's take a look at just one of the performances here. Let's take a look over. Oh, hang on. Let's just go here. If you take a look right here, last month we actually had a super, super cool month. This was the bullish hedge right here, and we picked up 8% just buying all the signals that we have found on certain currency pairs. And by the way, we're not trading only 4 or 5 currency pairs. We're trading 8 currency pairs, so it gets us into a lot more currency pairs as well. That's on the bullish. Check out the bearish hedge. The bearish hedge has also had a good month last month, 6.4%. And so it's doing very well based on the way we're actually managing the risk. And also, the lot sizes are being allocated differently on each currency pair, because each currency pair has different margin requirements that is needed from the broker. And so we're also managing the risk according to the leverage that, or not the leverage, but the margin requirements that is needed for each currency pair. So it's well managed, well executed, and it's producing the results that everyone needs in order to be able to get a consistent return. Traders, we're looking at very good returns coming off of this hedge ring. Check it out. If you want to go ahead and check it out, check out our website, TradersNetworkClub.com, and go into the professional membership, and there you'll find the different memberships that are available. And Cameron, I don't know if you've got that open. You want to go ahead and share with them where they can find on the website. Go ahead and share that with them right there. And traders, by the way, we got more than just one of the trade ideas that are coming through. But there it is. Go down. There's the professional membership right there. If you click onto the page, it'll open up our trade ideas page there, and then you can see all our trade ideas that we're currently promoting out there. Everything is open and transparent, just like we do here in these trading sessions. Open and transparent, and the performance thus far has been outstanding. And we certainly will help you to be able to figure out exactly, how to be able to set up your account and put that and get that all connected and so forth. So check it out. Fantastic stuff that's coming up down the line. By the way, traders, another thing that is something that some of you might want to know as well is that we are actually at the moment right now working on a new product that is going to be added to our collection. And that is, let me go ahead and give you a taste of what is yet to come. Let me see right here. There it is. So we're going to be launching what we call our risk management. It's called the Pip Hunter Risk Management Dashboard. And what it's basically going to be doing is it's going to pass on multiple signals on all 28 currency pairs. You can select which currency pairs you want to go ahead and trade. And also, you can also choose to have a directional bias as well, which means, traders, if you choose to only want to trade in one direction based on a directional bias, based on trend, and you only want to pick up trades in that direction, you can do that. And it's going to be able to give you the opportunity to be able to manage the risk. It'll tell you exactly how many positions in on certain currency pairs, what direction to trade. You can switch on and off this directional bias. You can close all your positions. It's something that we're pretty excited about. We're almost ready to launch that. We've probably got another week or so before we get that launched, but I want to go ahead and give you guys heads up. This is coming down the line, and it'll probably be ready by we're hoping to have it ready by the what's the Thanksgiving, all right, Black Friday, so they call it. So we want to have it ready by Black Friday, and so we will be giving out a special deal on that, and we'll probably do a live video to go ahead and promote this. So check it out, real cool, coming up down the line. Really excited about that. So with that being said, Cameron, are we done?
Yeah,
All right. Well, let's
that's
sum up the trades. What are we looking at on the trades? Just pop up the trades there. Let's see what we've got going here.
Yep. So we got a buy on the euro US dollar. So far, just up 3 pips, not much. New Zealand CAD, we have a buy, up 6 pips. CAD Swiss, we have a buy, down 7. US dollar CAD, we got a sell, we're down 6 pips. And the Aussie CAD there, down 15 pips. So we had some nice movement there on the Aussie CAD. We can take a look at the Aussie CAD here. So we're still working this new high. So I think we're just getting a little bit of retracement. Price can come back and retest this area before it continues to show another bearish swing here. So still in the makings. But there it is. And the Aussie New Zealand, we also went with a sell with the Aussie New Zealand and pretty much around break even. I believe you cut off there, Big Dog.
There we go. Why am I switched off the wrong thing? I'm busy talking to you and no one's listening to me yet. All right, so my bad. So I'm looking at this right here and I'm seeing so there might be a second entry point on the Aussie CAD, right?
Yeah, once it hits the 25 pips.
Oh, so we're far away from that. So this could
Yeah,
be
we're
just
still
about
15 pips. We're still about 15 pips away from our second position.
okay.
So yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, very cool. All right, traders. Well, that pretty much wraps up the session for today. Have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you back again next week. And Cameron, you're going to be doing a trading room on Monday, right? You'll be back in the trading room on Monday.
Yep, I'll be back on Monday. So we'll catch you guys, VIP members. We'll catch you guys on Monday, same time as always.
All right, perfect, guys. Well, have a great weekend, guys. We'll see everyone back again next week as we dive back into some trading opportunities. It's the FxBigDog and Cameron saying cheerio.